What up, Geek Squad? Today I'm coming to you talking about how I go through and calculate profits, whether it's worth it or not to mine a specific crypto or buy a specific piece of hardware. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. Let's get to it. Anything I say here is my own personal thoughts, beliefs, processes, whatever. Do your own research, look up your own projects, look up your own parts. Don't just take it from a guy on the tubes of you. First off, buying crypto mining hardware is an investment in itself, right? I think I look at it a little bit differently than some people. I look at investing in crypto mining hardware like investing in rental property. You've got this thing. In our case, it's a physical device, whether it's a video card or an Asic miner or a helium hotspot or a hard drive, right? You've got this thing that can make you residual income until you're ready to sell it. If you time it right, you can make your initial investment back and then some. And along the lines, you're able to make some, recurring ongoing revenue. So the question then becomes, which one's right for you? There's a lot of websites out there that can help point you in one direction or another, or give you the information that you need to help make the right decision for you in your scenario. One of the first sites I want to talk about is a fairly new one. It's been around, at least it's been on my radar for the last couple of months or so. That's Mine the Asic. So at minetheasic.com, got this big long spreadsheet basically of all of these different crypto ASICs, and an ASIC is application specific integrated circuit, of course. So this is how I use Mine the Asic. If I'm looking to buy a new machine or understand where we're at as far as profitability, I would come here. Obviously, first thing you want to do is change your electricity cost. Mine's currently at 8 cents per kilowatt hour, and I want to look into Bitcoin. They make it real easy. They got a couple of real popular coins here, but you can also come over here to the drop down and pick what you want to look at. What the hell? Sumo. Nothing. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. So if there's a specific machine that you're looking at, this may be a good place to go. You can search, by model. If you want to look for an S19, you can just type in S19, or if you want to look for Bitcoin miners in general, get an idea of how much power it's going to pull. And why is that showing Bitcoin Cash payouts? So I wonder if that's a glitch in their system, because I click Bitcoin and it shows me a Bitcoin Cash. I click Bitcoin Cash and it also shows me a Bitcoin Cash. On here they've also got a best price section. So I think that is, if you drill into it, you can come down, you can scroll down and see where to buy, and they give you an idea of prices for those vendors. Now that's obviously not the only vendors you can get these things at. It gives you an idea at least kind of where you want to go and where you're going and stuff. That's weird that it's just defaulting to Bitcoin Cash though. And also, this is pretty cool. So just recently they put daily outputs here, so they are able to provide the yield of the coin, which is pretty freaking sweet. Another popular website that I like to go to is the F2Pool/miners. And you can just go to F2Pool and at the top, click popular miners. It'll take you to that site. From here, again, it's sorted by, default sorting is by profitability. What I use this for is, again, if I'm looking for a Bitcoin ASIC, I can come over here to yield and sort by the most yield. When I'm mining Bitcoin or whatever crypto I'm mining, I'm not necessarily looking at the 24-hour profits because I'm not selling every day. That doesn't matter to me as much. What matters to me the most is the yield that I get from that machine. If I can't afford the power bill, I'm not going to pay the power bill. Let me rephrase that. If I can't afford to pay the power to mine crypto out of pocket, I'm not going to do it. It's a long game for me, and that, a single 30 amp circuit, almost completely saturated at my power rate, is like $350 a month. If I can't swing that as an investment avenue, then I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to sacrifice putting food on the table to mine Bitcoin. So back to here, what I like a lot about the F2 Pool miners page over pretty much any of these other sites that I'm going to talk about is that they're sortable by the columns. So if I, again, pick Bitcoin and I want to see how much or how little yield is being produced on a machine, I can just click it and it'll auto sort up and down. Hash rate, same thing. Power consumption. So if I want to find something I want to fully saturate another 30 amp circuit with Bitcoin miners only. 80% rolls about 6,000 watts. So I could come here and say I could get a single, what is this, a Snow Panther A1, and it'll produce 12,000 Satoshis a day. That's shit, actually. I don't know why that's because of the power consumption. I gotcha. Or I could get down here to the 3000s, an S19J 100 terahash is 2950, 2950 watts, and produces 26,000 Satoshis a day. So 2 of these would completely saturate a 30 amp circuit. So something like that is how I use this site. This is a very popular site for GPUs, and it has been for a long time. A lot of people are getting away from it because it's some of the calculations may not be accurate. It shows a lot of discrepancies from some of the other newer sites out there. Essentially, you go through and you pick, what video cards you have and how many you have of each, and you hit calculate, and you come down and it'll show you, give you an idea of how much revenue as far as the value of the token is earned, how much of the token is earned, your cost after power. I've got it defaulted to sort by revenue because that's what I'm focused on, is how much you get before power, right? But you can, and then of course you change your cost for per kilowatt hour. What I really like about this site is, it remembers on my browser, it remembers that this is my list of cards that I've got input for what I'm mining with. So I just, I've got one for each rig, really. So I can see, my 1660 supers would be making a little more money mining Alephium than, Nexa or whatever the next coin is. As you know, I'm down here mining K Heavy Hash, which might have to jump off of that here pretty soon with Asics that came online and taking over the network. Our little GPUs aren't going to be producing as much yield, but that's a video for another time. Something else that some people don't necessarily know about this site, you can come up here to the miners section, and it's got Asic profitability rankings. You can pick an S19 or search for an S19. Again, you want to change your power cost and then hit refresh. And if you want to, pick something, if you want to sort by power, up or down, sort by revenue, revenue inducing, you want to sort by profits, profitability, just go through like this. Efficiency, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, so this site's really good like that. Another one that a lot of people either don't want to use or don't know about is the Nicehash profitability calculator. And you can do a side-by-side comparison of these devices in this quantity versus these devices in this quantity, and kind of get an idea of, this is my farm now, this is what it would be if I took this away and added these instead. And they've got all of these, they've got more than just GPUs in here. Of course they've got GPUs, but they've also got ASICs, and you can search. So, Antminer, different Antminers. Now, some of the newer ones they don't have in here yet because either it's just not updated or they don't have the compatibility for it. But even, the gold shells and things are in here in the profitability calculator. Not saying that the ASIC is not compatible using a Nicehash service. Another piece is just the calculator itself. So, and this is what a lot of noobs do, or people that are just getting into crypto mining and crypto in general, is they'll come here and they'll auto detect my hardware. So they know that I've got a gaming machine and this is how much it would be making me in crypto while I'm not using it at work or, whatever. But then you can also additionally go in and add the hardware, the specific hardware and quantities yourself, and then get an idea S17E 64 terahash is making 32 cents a day using the Asic boost on Nicehash.
Later.
So moving on, this is the Asic miner value site, and this is traditionally the site, at least I went to before Mine the Asic came out. What I like about this site is you can search by algorithm. So if you wanted to do SHA-256, you could type that in, it'll show the algorithm. You can sort by power, you can sort by hash rate, you can even sort by noise, which is pretty cool. Antminer T19 Hydro, I didn't know they had that. And a lot of these sites show equipment that you didn't know was out there or isn't necessarily as well known, because some of these OEMs make so many different variations of the different hardwares, the S19, the S19J, S19J Pro, S19J Pro Hydro, whatever it is, XP Pro Plus, Super Hyper Mega fucking ASIC. Hashrate.no. This has become a real popular site recently. They're keeping up with it and keeping it up to date, which is key. This is a great place to go to find overclock settings for GPUs. This is a good place to go to find profitability and information about specific ASICs and ASIC hardware. It is cool. You can put in the cost of the ASIC. So a Antminer L7 9.5 gigahash model, if I paid $500 for it, it would pay itself off in 246 days. In Litecoin. In Dogecoin, it would pay itself off in 63 days. And you can go through and increase the number that you have. You can add these different, if you wanted to include ZIL and Nicehash, dual coin mining. That I think is more valuable under GPUs. Again, so if you're planning on buying a 4090 and your buddy's got one for $900, you can go through and see that if I'm looking at it as this coin is going to pay for this card because I want to game on it, but I don't want to pay for it out of my pocket, can look at it that way. Like if I mined on this, 20 hours a day and I game on it for 4 hours a day, you get an idea and go through and do your maths, because maths are fun. I think more valuable here would be, I want to mine Nexa with my 4090. These are going to be the overclocks. It even gives you the extra config arguments here, the most bang for the buck on this specific card. And they are keeping up with it. For example, they've got some FPGAs out here, which I think have been on there for a while. These have all been out for a little while. CPUs, we've even got new generation CPUs out here. If you want to look into each individual coin, the different miner options, pretty cool. They've got calculators in here. Now, this also will save your information, so you can sign into this and you can link your Hashrate.no with your Hive OS account, and it'll automatically pull in all of the things that you have in Hive into your account so that you don't have to go through and add them individually. So I've only got 30-something cards, 36 cards on 4 rigs. So it wouldn't be too difficult for me to go in individually and add those. Because that API is in place, it can do it for you. Check out, and I'll leave a link down below to this video, but Mind Something put a video out recently on the process to do that. You should go and check that out. You can come in here and click estimate for all cards, and it'll auto-populate all the things that you have, and then you just hit calculate. And it'll go through, and just like on what to mine, it'll give you an idea of, the most profitable. You can sort by revenue, you can sort by profits, you can even sort by revenue per kilowatt hour. What I like about Hashrate.no is it's consistently being worked on, and when new things come out and new changes happen, it updates on the site. Pretty cool. Another benefit is this site has newer coins that aren't necessarily over on what to mine yet. Seems like what to mine kind of set it and forget it. Another must-have site in your browser, in your bookmarks, is Mining Pool Stats. And I apologize about blinding you just there. I don't think they have a dark mode. This allows you to, hey, I want to mine Bitcoin. These are the different pools, or a lot of the, not all of them, but a lot of the different pools out there that you can go and join and decide, I want to join Ant Pool. Don't join Ant Pool. Or KuCoin or Pegapool. Any of these, crypto mining pools gives you an idea of the hash rate for the entire network up here. It also gives you an idea of the hash rate for an individual pool. Something I like about this, one, it gives you a lot of information about the different cryptos that are out there and where you can mine each one, but it tells you how many out of the last 100 blocks that this pool has found, when they found them as well, when the last one was found. 15 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 90 minutes ago, 107 minutes ago. So that's going to help you kind of do your research there. Another benefit of mining pool stats is this new coins section, where I think this is coins that are just under 60 days old. Well, that have been listed on mining pool stats under 60 days old. You can click on the coins, and you can do this on any of the coins, but just taking this as an example, scroll down here to see what, if any, exchanges it's on yet. Got to be careful with some of these. Again, do your own research, but some of these really just kind of pop up for a money grab kind of thing. You know, Raptorium is a good example here. They're on a lot of different exchanges now. You can go to the quick links that kind of point you to all the things around the coin. You can go directly to their website. You can go to their Explorer, Bitcoin Talk forum, which is very beneficial. You can answer a lot of questions. A lot of times they'll link to their Discord or their Telegram groups, Reddit if they have a Reddit, Twitter, the What to Mine calculator, the info on the different exchanges or the different coin information listing pages. So that is mining pool stats. You're definitely going to want to bookmark Coin Market Cap and or CoinGecko, because this is again going to give you a little more information about the coin's current status, like market cap, value, different marketplaces, exchanges on where you can, onboard and offboard it. Bitcoin, showing the current value with its, I think that's a 24-hour change. Come down here, look at the different price statistics. Under show more, you can look at its 7-day high, 30, 90, 1 year, and all-time highs and lows. So there's a couple of sites that I'm going to categorize as honorable mentions. And starting off is CoinMarketCal. So this isn't necessarily directly mining related. And again, I apologize about the white screen. It is bright as F. CoinMarketCal is a crypto asset calendar. So going in here, these projects can add an event like the Litecoin halving. Verge is having a halvening today. Interesting. Exchange listings. And you can come through, they've got a couple of categories at the top here that are trending, significant, hot, and coins with potential. So you can come through and click any of these. What I like to do is look at the coins with potential because they may have potential events coming up. Like Atom. What has Atom got? They've got an upgrade coming up in Q2, another 2 releases coming up in Q2 and Q3 as well. So it gives a roadmap, so to speak, with some upcoming events that you can keep track of. You can look at some of the past events that have happened and use that to kind of get an idea of where a project is going, the path of development, so to speak. Hey, they've published a roadmap, but are they sticking to it? Also, you've got links here that can link to all the things, their website, their white paper, their GitHub, their Twitters and Reddits, and goes back to the Coin Market Cap. There's news that come, as articles are released. Sometimes they're populated here as well. So if you really want to dive into a coin, this might be a good place to go. And again, it's not specifically mining related, but it is crypto related. There's a lot of crypto out there nowadays. Another honorable mention is going to be miningchamber.com. This is created, designed, and maintained by another fellow YouTuber. This was a fantastic go-to in the last bull run because it gave me a good starting point, and especially on the older 5700s and 570s, 480s, 1060s, 1660s. It gave me a good starting point and a lot of information about mining overclocks. What I don't like about this is it isn't as updated as it was in the Ethereum days, and I get that, especially if it's just one dude that's taking care of it. Life happens, right? Again, go check out miningchamber.com and you can get an idea of what's going on over there. Ooh, utility miner. So this is a new one. So if you go to their main page, go down to so the hardware is the graphics cards, and they've got another one that is utility mining database. Discover all the interesting ways to mine crypto through real-world use and participate in the growing world of decentralized physical infrastructure networks, DPIN, or also known as TPIN, Token Incentivized Physical Infrastructure Network. So there's a couple of coins out here. Hive Mapper, I've got a series on that. Check that out on my channel. The Dashcam S and the Dashcam and what it mines, Hive Mapper. So if we click on it, we can get a little more information. Tells us, some more data about the purpose of the physical real world device, its profitability, and then also where you can buy it. The mineable coins, some frequently asked questions. Interesting. So that's pretty cool. Find something new every day. Go check out miningchamber.com. Another honorable mention, of course, is going to be Coin360. It's got the block chart out here that kind of gives an idea of the biggest market cap, the biggest values, what's gone up, what's gone down. You can look real easy to see, what's dark green, what's light green. I think light green is a little bit of a increase in value. Dark green, the darker it gets, is the more value it's gone up. Like that's gone up 41%. There's crypto bubbles out here. There's all kinds of these different sites. Here's one that I found early on that I bookmark, razorcrypto.com, which has links to a bunch of different sources that kind of give you like a starting point if you're just getting into crypto. What is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin mining? What is blockchain? And they're all different. That goes to a video. Let's not do that. It gives you an idea of where to go to find information, price tracking, flippening watch. That's cool. Buy bitcoinworldwide.com/flippening. And I guess this is just, yes. So I guess this is just focused on, is Bitcoin is ETH gonna flip Bitcoin and when? So that's an interesting site that I didn't know existed that I just found today. This is a great site that indexed a big list of different sites that you can check out to give you, again, more information. It's all about information, all about knowledge and doing your own research and not just blindly following a YouTuber or a TikToker or an Instagrammer or something like that. I mean, if you got money to throw away, whatever, but a lot of us don't. A lot of us work hard for our money and want to be able to get the most value out of it as we can. I really hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you take a time to go through and check out some of these sites. Maybe you learned something new today, but this is part of the process that I do when researching new crypto miners, and whether it's worth it for me. If you found anything in this video useful, give that thumbs up a thumbs up. Hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And of course, consider subscribing if this is the kind of content that you like to see. And as always, thanks for watching.